The biggest trend shaping the global economy over a period of time is the rise of Asia in general and China in particular, which changes the landscape in a way that hasn't been true for maybe 1,000 years. So it really is a remarkable change from the world in which I was brought up in, where the United States was the dominant economic power, and Europe was closely aligned with the United States, and common values and common approaches toward markets. And now suddenly, it's really quite suddenly in my lifetime, China in particular has gone from my first visit in early 1980, a very rather primitive economy, to a world's leading economy with a lot of people behind it and a lot of potential yet to come. And everybody's got the numbers sort of on the tip of their tongue that the next number of years China will be bigger than the United States economically, and Asia will be bigger than North America and Europe combined, and all that kind of thing. Whether you really feel it in terms of what it means for the operation of the world economy, and particularly the management of the world economy, is another story, because it is different from the world in which we've all been brought up in. And in time scale of nations and economies, it's a matter of maybe 20 years at a generous estimate, really less than 20 years, before account has to be taken, frankly, of China and the rest of Asia. It was 20 years ago when I was coming to Asia too, because people were eager to learn how the economy operated and the financial system operated. They're not learners anymore, they're teachers. The global economy has been made more complex, and because of the freedom of movement of people, of trade, and particularly of finance. The flexibility, the volatility, with or without the rise of Asia and China, has made it more complex. And then to add another, in effect, governing uncertainty to that, how will the East get along with the West when they're more equal, is what we are facing in the world today, in a very turbulent, difficult time. We're going to see what happens when the leadership is not very clear. Europe is suffering. Europe is in turmoil. The United States has very difficult problems of ideological and economic differences. And now along comes Asia, and how do we get this all together with some kind of coherent approach toward financial affairs for financial reconstruction, for banking reconstructing, for the monetary system, holding the trading area together. It's all quite a challenge.